Wave Beats Music.
Hello. Welcome
Hello,
to
good
Now
evening.
That's Disney. It's Disney
Hello.
Night Live. What's happening? We've got Mike and Becky, and we've got Aaron with us tonight. Hello, my friends.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty
Good.
good, you know.
Good.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Well, good. I'm glad. We are Disney Night Live. We are a live stream that takes place every Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we stream all over the place, mainly in our Facebook group called Disney. Now That's Disney. And right now we're streaming all over the place. I want to say hello to everybody watching Facebook and Instagram and all over the place, and the YouTubes. You can go check us out at YouTube as well if you want. But it is Wednesday evening, and we're about to have some fun, some Disney talk, right? And some Universal talk as well. Because there's some things going on, guys. Some things.
Mm-hmm. There definitely is.
Right? I don't know about you guys, but I've been watching a lot of the the stuff going on in the news of Disney, as well as because we're going to talk about Universal Epic Universe Round 2 tonight. So I've been catching up on some of that construction and progress and what's happening.
Where's our prodigal son of Universal talk? Where's Jay?
Jay's taking the night off. He needed the night off. He's got some stuff going on. I think Disney Don is working and Professor Allen is professing somewhere. Hello. Hi, Kim. He's professing to all. But we've got Animal Kingdom Aaron, and we got the Blank Cows with us. I think we have what we need to get through to tonight's show. We should talk about our friends at DMagicWorld.com real quick. DMagicWorld.com is, again, our sponsor, our one and only sponsor. We would love some other sponsorships. If you're interested, please reach out to me. I'm always open for suggestions and new sponsorship. But DMagicWorld.com is a 24/7, streaming. It's a streaming music station. You check them out at DMagicWorld.com, and you can stream Disney music. You can decide whether or not you want to listen to the parks music and attraction stuff, or also you can check out the Disney movie music station that they have as well. You can go in and request what you want to hear on the park side. So again, been hearing some cool stuff while I was at work. I listen to them probably almost every day while I'm working, and helps me get through my day. So if you want a little Disney magic to help get you through your day, check out DMagicWorld.com. You can also, if you can't get enough of us, now that's Disney and Disney Night Live, DMagic World does play our live shows in full. I always get this confused. I know it's Sundays at 2 p.m. Thursdays or Tuesdays at 2 p.m. It's the other day. But this is DMagic World's logo, and I absolutely love it. So please go check them out and hear some Disney music and hear some more of us at Disney Night Live. I'm monitoring any comments that I see over here on the Facebook Live screen, and then Instagram as well. So you can check us out any way you want, but just check us out. What's going on? I see somebody just popped in on Instagram. Hello to you. I'm drinking some cherry Coca-Cola tonight.
I'm having vanilla Coke tonight.
Oh, yum. Sometimes there's nothing like a cold Coca-Cola. I know. Yeah, don't they have like vanilla cherry Coke?
Yeah.
It's got to be.
No, have you seen the new spiced Cokes, whatever that is?
Yes, I've had them.
Is it good?
I didn't like it.
Neither.
No. What's it like?
It's like cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
But and now just to be clear, I am a massive cinnamon fan. Like I absolutely love cinnamon taste, cinnamon smell. But it wasn't good.
No good.
All right. Well.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Steer clear of that.
Yeah, they need to keep working on that recipe. But I love me some. Colton loves cherry Coke, so they're. So let me have a cherry Coke during the show tonight. Yes. And it is so good. I just like to put it on ice, and delicious. Yeah, yum, yum, yum. So let's talk a little bit of Disney before we dive into our Universal Epic Universe stuff. I had a couple topics to talk about.
Let's hear them.
So now that we've seen some live footage of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, right? We've had cast member previews. Have you guys indulged in some of these videos by chance?
I haven't.
Okay. I have. I've looked at some of them.
Becky, yeah. Aaron?
Yeah.
I've seen some clips, mainly like some stories of people when they're on the ride, but nothing like watching a video about it. But I've gotten.
I've seen that as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's really my portion of the show.
All right. What are your thoughts then on what you've seen? And anybody in the audience too, let me know if you've seen some stuff. What are your thoughts?
It's cool to see really nice animatronics. I mean, we've seen plenty of the preview for all the animatronics for the ride. I keep calling it a show. I mean, it's a show, but for the ride. But like seeing the snippets of that is really cool, and it does amplify what it used to be, instead of just like, I would say like A to B movements on these animatronics. They're doing much more, like following with the boats and blah blah blah. I've talked to people who have ridden it already, and they think it's very beautiful of a ride. They think that things have been cut from the space, but I don't know what that. I can imagine what that means. There's just a lot of blank space for what it is.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, compared to how Splash Mountain was like constant with something. So
right.
I don't know. I think I'm excited whenever I get to ride it. I'm not a huge water ride person, but I will do it to do it and see what it is. So
yeah, same. We never, we didn't ride Splash Mountain that much, but I'm excited to see this. But I have heard the same complaints, some empty spaces, because Splash Mountain, things were more spread out. Here they're saying, it's bunched together. But I guess that's just for scenery. Becky, how about you, like from what you've seen, or Mike?
Yeah, I think maybe they possibly have done that. I'm gonna guess it's a money thing, just because I'm sure these animatronics are so much more expensive to make the newer ones than the older ones.
Right.
And if they can fill in blank spots with like, shrubbery and flowers and things like that, it's probably cheaper than putting animatronics as many as Splash Mountain had in it, because Splash Mountain was just like completely immersive. Everywhere you went, there was something that was moving, or whether it was not the greatest because it was old school, but I mean, it was still something to see. Where, now I think they're just trying to fill in spots with more shrubbery and things like that. But I mean, I've heard things that were good, and then I've heard things that were bad. I think I put it in our group chat that I'm going to reserve the right to see it, before I make my own opinion. But I know that, I can understand where some people would be, a little disappointed with the hype of it. It's been this huge hype of what's going on, and it's going to be this great thing. And people who have had a strong love for Splash Mountain were already mad that it was going away, and making into something else. And their only hope was that it was going to be great or greater. And the fact that it's like might not be, I think that's where the whole problem lies.
May have let them down.
I guess we'll find out. Yeah.
I watched Panda's thoughts on when he rode through it, and he felt the same way, I think.
Right.
He had said that a lot of people were knocking the ride, and that you need to ride it and get your own experience out of it. Everybody's going to take something different. So,
when it's always something that's like it's forever a 3-hour wait to get in there. So I'll do it once. I'll do it once. I'll wait in that line one time just to get my own opinion, and then I know from there forward, is it worth waiting in the line more or isn't?
Right.
And again, I'm kind of similar to you guys. We're not huge water park or water ride people anyway. So I don't like walking around in wet shorts and then my legs are like
soggy. You don't want to be soggy bottom. Soggy bottom band.
Yeah.
Some of our viewer comments. Lily John says she hasn't seen much, just a couple of snippets. So Kim says it sort of reminds her of Frozen, like waiting to go to the next scene kind of thing. So the same, you know what I mean? Like staggered scenery, storytelling, and not just a plethora of a bunch of stuff. Like Tiana says she watched the ride through. She loves Splash Mountain. She will see if Tiana can win her over. And Kim says she's heard both. So both sides of things. She also says, there's her comment. She said that she's one of the few that didn't enjoy Splash Mountain because of the drop. It freaks her out. And if you're afraid of drops, waiting 20 minutes for it is torture. So either way, I don't really care. She's not. I mean, that, I keep counting it too when I'm watching the videos. It's like 4.5 seconds, right? That drop. So it doesn't look in the videos as threatening because they changed the opening where you come out of. Like, to me, it was more jagged and stuff. I don't know. I'll have to see it, but the drop never really bothered me. That's not, but Kim doesn't like it. But it is. I forgot how long of a ride it is.
Yeah, it's super long. Which I mean, hey, you're getting your time worth out of it when you wait so long. It's not like, you know, Tron where you're on that thing waiting in line for 2 hours and you get in 30 seconds and you're out of the, the ride.
It's
you're
over.
Like, what the heck?
Blink and it's done.
Yeah, true. Exactly. Yeah, I feel the same way kind of about Seven Dwarfs, although it's longer than it feels for me when I ride it. And Kim says for me though, it's 20 minutes of being scared to death. That's too long. Yeah,
that's true. If it's something that you don't like, you're anticipating that drop for so long, and then it's like just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going, and you're like, come on, let's get it over.
Let's get this over. Yeah, it's like
yeah. Why couldn't we do the drop first, right? Then I can enjoy the rest of the ride. I don't have to be scared, you know, anticipating the drop.
I mean, I do like the music. I saw, you know, and the characters are cool. Some new characters. There's some Easter eggs to Splash Mountain. I saw in vlogs. You know, they're small. You really have to look for them.
What
in the
bits
queue
that they left in?
Well, just like they have when you get inside of the queue into the Splash Mountain, not the outside waiting line. They have like Tiana's kitchen and stuff, and there's all like writing and stuff, but there's like knickknacks and there's a bear and a rabbit, and some other things that are like, you know, little Easter eggs for Splash Mountain in there. So, yeah, but you really have to notice them.
Yeah.
Right.
When we were there in February, I took pictures because I thought to myself, oh, this is like the last, I'm going to be able to see this. This won't be here again. And I'm curious what they changed it with. We go next month again, so I'm going to look. But on the outside of Splash Mountain, there's like these little windows that they had where they had like little, like, you know, sceneries and little gadgets and stuff from Splash Mountain in it. And when we were there in February, they had already took down Splash Mountain. That was, you know, they were already in the middle of remodeling it, but that was still up. All those like windows of the old Splash Mountain thing. So I'm curious if they took that out, if it's changed something, or they don't have it at all. Like, you know, I'm curious what, you know, what's there. I'll have to look.
You know what? I didn't notice on that. Yeah, you guys
I took pictures. I'll have to show them to you.
You're going next month, which is super exciting.
Yeah.
Just the two of us this time. No kids.
Will you ride Tiana's while you're there?
I don't know. He doesn't like stuff like that. So it'd be like I'd be by myself, and I can't like force my son to go with me. I can't force him anyway. He won't do anything like that. Rowan's not into that kind of thing, but probably not. I don't think we'll go on Tiana because we're not getting, you know, I don't know if we're going to get Genie Plus or not, what we're going to do. We don't have the DAS this time because Rowan won't be with us. But we, I don't know what we're going to do. We might try to do Genie Plus just to try it out once and see how it works. You know, plus we don't know, you know,
for the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't know if the DAS is even going to, you know, we're going to qualify for it anymore with the new system. So
yeah. I mean, with you know, what they say, I hear a lot of people complaining the other end if it's not a cognitive disability that they're not getting it anymore. But I haven't heard anyone.
I'm on a tips and tricks of Disney with disabilities group, and there's so many people that are like, oh my God,
not happy.
They're not happy, and a lot of them are autistic. They have autistic children or whatever, and they you know, and things that they qualify before they're not qualifying.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow. Yeah. We'll have to see. We won't know until next spring break, and you guys won't know until the next time you go with Rowan. So, you know,
hopefully they work out some of the kinks by then. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to see. But yeah, this was an impromptu thing. My mom called me up one day and was like, hey, I was wondering if I could take Rowan to go see your aunt in North Carolina at the end of July. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Let me talk to Mike about it. And then we talked and we're like, yeah. And I said, hey, you know, I'll take a couple days off of work and it'll just be like a nice stay at home vacation. He goes, yeah, me too. He goes, maybe we could go to the beach. And I go, oh, that'd be nice. And I said, or maybe we could go to Disney. And he was like, really? Could we? And, you know, now we have the points and stuff. And I was like, actually, we really could. So,
So we booked it.
We booked it right away. So
I told Kim because she's we were toying with going in July, and I said,
man.
she's like, do you want to go or not? I'm like, you can ask me to go anywhere in the world, or do I want to go to Disney, or just do you want to go to Disney at any time? And I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
I'm not the holding up factor. If you say,
yeah, same
can we go
here.
to Disney? The answer yes is coming
exactly.
out of my mouth. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get that conversation. You're like, maybe we go to the beach on Disney. Yeah, let's go.
Mhm.
We went from
It's like we could go to Ocean City. She's like, well, we have points. Why don't we go to Disney? I'm like, okay, book that.
Yeah.
Let's do that. And you can stop by Animal Kingdom because we know somebody who works there.
Of course.
I don't know.
Yeah. You can say hi.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice time. So just the two of us, so it'll be nice.
That's really cool.
Good.
So I don't know if you've seen any of the other stuff that opened, but Communicore Hall has now opened at Epcot. So almost all of the walls are down at Epcot. Transformation in 5 years project is complete. I'm going to share my screen. I don't have a lot of photos. I just have from the Disney site. But again, I watched some vlogs like I do. My addiction of the vlogging. So Communicore Hall and Communicore Plaza are now open. So this is like the last project remaining, and they had a cast member, a media thing, not that long ago. So I hear a lot of people also complaining about this. It's just a hall with chairs and stuff, but there's this outside section where you could see this Encanto show. So there's an Encanto show that is going to be performed there. But there's also going to be other things that are going to be performed here. So they're talking about like nightly entertainment, so
cool.
It gives you another option.
That's
There's a lot of like sitting and calming areas, kind of just like, where the Walt statue is and how they did that there. It's just additional space, there, and then a hall that they can have events at. So, it just says, the highlights, make magical memories. So with Mickey and Friends, dedicated character greeting. So they've now relocated the meet and greet with Mickey and Friends, here. And it's a whole new area, which looks really cute. And who did I see? I saw it was Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy were the characters somebody, a vlogger met the other day, Paging Mr. Morrow. And it says unwind in a relaxing indoor space, complete with tables and chairs, so you can bring in food from nearby locations. So it's kind of like an overflow. Enjoy seasonal experiences throughout the year and flexible gathering and event spaces, including art exhibitions, live entertainment, cooking demonstrations, and more. So, is it the Odyssey
nice
building?
To have some spots to eat. Like, there's not a lot in Epcot. Like a lot of garbage can eating there.
Right. So this is like a really nice area. And I guess
is it covered, David?
It is covered. The stage is covered. Let me go back up. Not all of it is covered, but there's an indoor section. So when they're not having an event, you could just head into there.
Okay.
T9 says, so this Encanto show, do they talk about Bruno? They do actually talk about Bruno. You could see him here in the picture. So they actually perform the song. So there's cast members dancing with the characters. I think it's called the Odyssey building, right? That's where they do some of the festival events, and you can get popcorn buckets in there, right?
Yeah, that's the Odyssey.
The Odyssey, right. So this is kind of like a newer version of that, and will be used for events, but also overflow type stuff. Communicore Plaza is really pretty calming. Enjoy seasonal live entertainment all year round. Delight in wonderful daytime and nighttime entertainment that varies throughout the year. For a limited time, join other guests for a fun-filled fiesta. Celebración Encanto, where the whole family can play trivia, dance, and sing along with some of the favorite characters and songs from the beloved Disney film Encanto. Savor taste sensations from festival favorites, which has a menu that changes during the year, featuring seasonal dishes from popular festival offerings, which is really cool. So you'll still be able to get your favorite festivals items, and it's gonna flow throughout the year, right? So that's pretty neat. There's again the meet and greet for Mickey and friends there. So that opened, and which is cool because again it completes the transformation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I don't
have to give it a look next time.
Give it a gander. Give it a gander. I really enjoy the calming music of Epcot, and now I'm forgetting the name of the space they built where the Walt statue is, and they have that whole section there with the, with charging stations and stuff now, and it's really pretty trees, and the music is very calming. Yeah, Kim says that's nice. Trees are good. Yeah, they are good. Yes, and yeah, Lily says I think there's supposed to be a lot of trees in this area. But if you've been through that new area before where you can sit and take the photo with the Walt statue, the plaza is kind of like that. If you could,
we haven't actually, so that whole.
Oh, you got to check it out.
Yeah.
Little cherry coke for the parched throat. Yeah, very. It's. I love the Epcot background music. I think that it's like some of my favorite, other than Animal Kingdom. So when I'm there, Kim knows I'm in my element. I'm in my groove, and I just enjoy that. So I think that the more space, the better. The more space for people to go and sit. Like you said, you're not eating on top of a garbage can. You could take a space in a shaded area, or take in a show, or like nighttime entertainment. Like I don't know what that's going to look like yet, but the fact that there might be something else going on there at night, cool. So I'm all for it. So other than that, I don't know if you guys saw either the woman that filled her water bottle on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train with the water dripping down, in the queue where you could play with like the gems and stuff.
Yes.
She thought it was a water refill and filled it. So that's been circulating. Yeah.
Ew.
That's nasty.
That is nasty.
I hope she didn't drink it.
That is
actually.
That is
I hope she did.
Yeah.
I hope she did drink it. I
it's
do.
not a bottle refill station, but she did.
The chemicals.
Right. That's you're tasting each one of the dwarves. It's a little bit of
what happens in the pool stays in the pool.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Kim says, ew. Yeah, so that I guess she's the Diz idiot of the week. Who knows if she did it to to be popular on the internet for a few minutes, or she did it out of whatever. Okay. Universal Epic Universe round 2. So I guess a month or so ago we did. Jay begged. Jay Skipper Jay was like, let's talk about Universal Epic Universe. This is I'm really into it, right? So we did.
And now he's not
it
there.
It is his jam. He's not here for this. But what I noticed was, number one, it got me interested in it because I wasn't really interested in it before. Number two, although we didn't get a lot of live viewers that night because we're a Disney group, it did really well on our YouTube channel, and the podcast, the audio recording of our live show that we put out also did well. So I said, well, there's an interest out there for it, right? People want to talk about it, and it, we're not just Disney theme parks, so we could talk about Universal Epic Universe. So, Tina right off the bat says, I hate Universal. There are Disney people that it's kind of like the Yankees and the Mets. You like one, you hate the other, right? It's just like a natural thing. But, so I figured what we could do is we could just kind of, VR makes me sick. VR, T9 could, in the right setting, make me sick. I mean, sometimes even something simple as Star Tours makes me not feel so well. But Flight of Passage, I have no problem on. So it all depends on what I'm looking at. So what is going on with Universal Epic Universe? Well, they just opened their preview center. So I watch a lot of vlogs on this. It's the Universal Epic Universe Preview Center there in Universal Orlando. And you could see in this photo the portal entrance into the preview center, because each land, right, each individual land will have its own portal entrance. And there is kind of just in this photo, this is just an overview of the whole thing. So to go back and I guess kind of give people who aren't aware, maybe haven't been following it, didn't see our first show on Universal Epic Universe. Let me open something else here. Where is it? Oh, I gotta scroll down. Okay. Universal Epic Universe, and I could share this as well because that's what I could do. That's what I can offer you guys. Let's see. Here we go. All right. So maybe is that him? No, that's better. This is better with cheddar. There we go. All right. So you can see here on the Universal Orlando Resort website their Epic Universe stuff, and you can get in this artist rendering, you know, the feel for it, how guests are going to enter through these portals. T9 says, I've been to Universal 3 times and left sick by 2 p.m. every time. Kim says, T9 Herman, wow, I've never been. Okay, 5 immersive worlds, 1 amazing theme park. And I want to ask you, once we go through these, which land or park would you be more excited to go into? So there is going to be a Super Nintendo world, which is really cool. How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk. I like the How to Train Your Dragon movie, and this land looks really cool to me. There is Celestial Park, which is a lush green world where thrills, entertainments, dining, and shopping lead all who enter on an exhilarating journey of discovery. There's another Harry Potter Wizarding World of Harry Potter. This is called Ministry of Magic. And there is Dark Universe, which is where monsters roam. Dark Universe is a world of myth and mystery. So let me just scroll through here. There's going to be 3 hotels, 1 in the park, which is called the Helios Grand Hotel, and 2 outside of the park, the Stella Nova Resort and the Terra Luna Resort. So, you know, they're bulking up their resort rooms for this as well. So that's kind of just, you know, where I just set the setting again for people who might not be up on Universal Epic Universe, right? So a new park, 5 different lands, a lot of dining, attractions, and I don't know if this interest, again, we talked about it a while ago, but are you guys interested at all in this project? Are you, even if you're not into Universal, will you visit?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
For sure.
I'm so into this.
I can't wait to hit Super Mario Land. I can't wait.
Right. So out of all those 5 lands, that would be that one.
My number 1, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yep,
and Aaron, you're a huge Universal person. You go to Hollywood Horror Nights like nightly.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, you put the nights in Hollywood Horror.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
It's a terrible habit. But
So are you excited about the Monsters Land then?
yes. So Dark
Yeah, I
Universe
bet you are.
and Ministry of Magic are probably my tops of the 5, and then my third would be Isle of Berk. I don't really care. Like, I would be excited to see Nintendo World, but it's not like a must do. And then Celestial Park, whatever. I'll go see it whenever that happens.
Yeah, I mean, it might be really pretty. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah. And like, if they do make this the way that they're rendering, I think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. But I feel like they will try their hardest to keep concept art to get it into fruition, because they're, you know, this is like their biggest thing that they're dropping in so long that they're going to take over Disney if they do sell this right.
Yeah, this is a massive project. I mean, so Jay talking about it so much and us having a show about it. And I'll show a video in a little bit. I've been into following up on it and keeping up with it. Theme Park Stop is where I've been going to watch updates because I think they do a really good job. They take you through the details, and we'll watch a little bit of their video soon. Watching vlogs on the preview center was really cool because they have and again we'll see it in the video, but they have the whole area laid out for people going into the preview center to see. But it's the preview center, and this scale is AR, not VR. It's AR. So if you take your phone and point it at certain sections of this model of the whole area, it actually comes to life on your phone or your device. So it's really cool. So you can see like the roller coasters moving, on your device, or like, in the one land, the windmills on fire. And we'll see that. Kim wants to know, what is Celestial Park? So we just kind of talked about that, but let's see. I'll go back. I can go back into it just for you, Kim.
I feel like it has to do, if I remember correctly, not even based off what the description showed earlier, but like seasons and or zodiacs something.
Right.
That's what I feel like it is.
It's Universal Epic Universe unveils the preview center, and let's talk about. Let's see if there's. Let me scroll down and see if there's something about Celestial Park. Oh no, not here. Okay, so what to expect from the preview center? Epic Universe is designed around 5 uniquely themed lands, which are accessible via portals. At the heart of the park lies Celestial Park, Kim. It's the main hub, featuring elegant gardens, dynamic fountains, a charming carousel, and Stardust Racers, a steel dueling coaster from Mack Rides. This was supposed to be called Starfall Racers, but they had to change it due to a lawsuit. I believe there's some sort of there was a lawsuit that they battled with Starfall. I think that might be like a Scholastic thing or something like that. Which I'm trying to remember what it was. But so anyway, they changed the name to Stardust Racer. So Kim, that is what Celestial Park is. So it is the heart, at the heart of but it's the main hub featuring elegant gardens. So really pretty, and you can get an idea. And this is inside the preview center. You can see the scale, and you could also see at the bottom of this photo, I think, like if you point your phone at that blue circle, that's how it kind of comes to life. Let's see. Okay, How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk is going to transport guests to the Viking world of the popular film franchise. Very cool. I think Toothless is adorable, so I think I want to go there. Kim says, ooh, I like that. Dark Universe, also very exciting. So we're talking about classic Universal monsters here, right? Which who doesn't love like Werewolf and Frankenstein, right?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Mike and Kim would spend all their time here at Super Nintendo World. There, yes. I was telling Colton about the roller coaster. I don't know if you guys have seen the roller coaster either, but the thing that holds the ride vehicle is underneath what you're seeing. So it appears that the track is broken and like you're jumping over it. Like Donkey Kong has ripped apart the ride track. So
I think that it's very similar to the tracks you can play on like Super Mario Kart.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just you're going to be a part of it. It's really cool.
Now you're going to live it. Colton had a game like that. I think a toy like we put together and like had little things that he went over. So that's that. Let's I'm gonna stop sharing that, and then I have to share my screen for this video. But we can get into this from theme park stop. Present. Share screen. Come on. There we go. All right, we can see that. Now let's hope we can hear it once I start playing it.
Things are getting serious as Universal unveils the Epic Universe Preview Center ahead of its grand opening in 2025, featuring a full model of the theme park. Construction on the ground is looking more like this model every day, with water testing in the park's central lagoons, fog effects for the dueling coaster, boats arriving in Isle of Berk, and much more. Let's look at work happening in all areas of Epic Universe and see what we can learn from the Preview Center in today's news update. Members of the media and team members have been experiencing the new Epic Universe Preview Center located within City Walk in Orlando. The main feature of the Preview Center is the actual scale model of Epic Universe. Extremely impressive, this model can help confirm many details that have been long rumored, but it's also worth keeping in mind that the model is not entirely up to date. The model is missing some buildings, namely smaller ones, and many structures are slightly different looking from what is actually being built. Interestingly, some things are included that have not yet started construction, but it's unclear if they're left over from an older version or just haven't begun to be built yet. Guests can use their mobile devices to reveal augmented reality sneak peeks into some attractions and see fun things overlaid on top of the model. For instance, the windmill in Dark Universe is indeed on fire, as we had long suspected could be the case. The two lands that have yet to have their full details revealed, Dark Universe and Ministry of Magic, show as coming soon when you point your device at them. The Preview Center also includes photo ops shaped like the portals into each of the themed worlds of Epic Universe. These portals include concept art, including new art that we have not yet seen for Dark Universe and Ministry of Magic. This new art is the first confirmation that the village in Dark Universe will in fact be named Darkmoor. And finally, merchandise is for sale here, themed to these 4 themed worlds, as well as Epic Universe in general. The new Preview Center opens to all guests later this week, and we will have a video on the channel exploring the model in much greater detail very soon. For now,
stop it right there. If you're into construction, I mean, look at the scale of just this section. You know, and I know it's an aerial photo, but this area is enormous. There's so much land taken up by this. And I'm not going to go through the whole video, but you know, I was just going to point out some things. I thought that the first 2 minutes and 45 seconds were really cool.
Okay, Tom, this is the first Let's Go lightning round.
I don't want to do ads, I'll tell you that much, especially with Tom Brady.
I don't like it.
No. So thank you again to Seth Kuberski, who that was the video from Theme Park Stop. That's my main source, you know, that I've been going to. If you want to take a look. If you're just into seeing these construction updates, like again, I have been. There's a lot of foliage going in to the areas right now. You know, they're getting you know, more cement poured from when I was watching the updates for like hotel hot tubs and pools, and you know, they have a lot of the things wrapped up, but you could start to see details now of all the things going in, all the Goombas going into Mario, the Super Mario or Super Nintendo Land. So, you know, and if you can go to one area and there's 5 different lands, right, and each one has a portal, I think that, you know, like, that doesn't get boring, right? So like, if you want to just go there and say you just want to go into the Harry Potter land that day, you could do that, but you want to hit all 5 you have the ability to do that, you know, once you've been there and you've kind of got the lay of the land. So it gives you an option, you know. You're not going into one park that has everything in it and then having to leave there and go. Everything is kind of just, you know, by the portal. You know, and there's a hotel, the Helios Grand is right there on property, which is very cool because you could stay right in the park. And I always think, you know, resorts in the park are just like so cool.
It is very cool.
Right? Yeah. Like if you're into, no, you know, yeah, like you just open up your curtains and there you are. You whatever you're going to see or wherever you're situated, you can get a gander at what's out your window. So, you know, again, we're not really Universal folks, but this has piqued my interest. I think Colton would be definitely interested, at least in seeing, you know, the Mario, this Nintendo Land, because he likes Super Mario Brothers. I'd still like to get like to the Harry Potter areas. I haven't been to Universal with those, so I'd like to see that.
Me either.
Yeah,
it's been like 30 years since I've been to Universal, so I'd love to get there.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, it looks very cool. I know the coasters are a little more intense than Disney tends to put out, so I'm not sure about that, but it doesn't mean I have to do that. I could just go and enjoy it at my own pace.
Right, me too.
Yeah. Kim wants to know, when does all this open? Sometime in 2025, Kim. So next year at some point. I don't think there is a time of year pinpoint it yet. I might be wrong in that. I just keep seeing 2025. I'm trying to remember. I'm going to look it up. How many acres?
That's a very fast construction too.
It is.
Really,
I mean, it's going up extremely quickly, and it's such a humongous area. And I think the scale, like people don't really understand the scale of what's being built down there.
No,
and it's going up in
like the land. I don't know.
You don't know where it is. Okay.
735 acres.
It's not even close. It's not in the Universal area because there's nothing to build there. But they have they have that land somewhere else. It's close by, but it's not like in the immediate spot where Universal already is. So
currently, right? Yeah. So
I don't know.
Yeah, because they needed so much space. It's not like you're going to be able to walk out of the current existing resorts and parks at Universal and head over there. And we can get you a distance between the two parks, but roughly 735 acres. The North Campus.
You can find it on maps right now. You can. It's there. So let me see.
Last time we were down, the Uber driver told us where it was.
Yeah, he actually he did tell us it, and he showed us like.
So SeaWorld is right here.
Yeah, I remember him saying it was by SeaWorld.
The actual Universal Park is up here, so it's a little bit away.
Right.
Universal, Epic Universe.
I wonder if these hotels are going to have like shuttles to.
Oh, I'm sure.
To the other parks.
I'm saying like to the other parks and vice versa. Yeah. Like if you're staying at like a Hard Rock or whatever, the one at the original Universal parks, if those hotels will shuttle you to the new one.
Right. Yeah. That's a good question.
That is a really good question.
Otherwise, the Uber drivers are going to be making a bank.
Oh my God!
I don't see why they wouldn't. There's like they're on Universal Boulevard, which comes from the actual Universal Studios that goes all the way to Epic Universe. I mean, that's already there, but so I don't see why they couldn't just throw buses on there and just run people back and forth.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I'm looking to see.
Yeah.
Oh, 1.7 Epic Universe, Epic Transportation takes shape. Centerpiece of the new transportation plan is an extension of Kirkman Road, which will connect on 1.7 miles of new pavement.
Oh, so they're making their own road to get there?
I guess so.
I'm surprised they didn't make a tunnel under the ground that would go from Epic Universe to Universal Studios, currently.
Yeah.
I mean, the scale of this project is so big. I'm surprised they didn't go that route.
Yeah.
I know I keep saying it, but by watching these videos, I just can't believe how massive of a project it is.
I know. I know. I've watched it as well, and I can't believe it.
Yeah, like just think about the people planting the trees, and the trees aren't all going in at one time. They're going in as sections complete, or they could do it. And then after that, you have to, build around it. Either it's grass or rock or something. Like the how they're breaking this up into small portions. It's just like, there's a group of people that just do the trees. There's a group of people that are just putting in characters into rides, but it's so much going on in restaurants and food areas and stuff, and merchandise shops.
Well, they had one of the hotels built, and it seemed like 3 weeks. I mean, that thing was just dirt, and then all of a sudden, boom, it was up.
The ones outside of the
yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're kind of shaped like boomerangs. Yeah.
Yes.
Which goes to show you that's another thing that is Disney has to pay attention to, because look how long it takes them to build. Tron was 4 years or something like that, and then
Tron was extremely long.
Yeah, and then Tron. The thing with Tron I don't get is the idea of Tron has already been done. It's not like it was something it was brand new and they had to figure out what was going to work.
Right.
It's already been done. It's already been made in another country. So they just had to copy it. And then now with the Poly too, the new, it's going up faster than Tron, obviously, but still, just that's compared to Universal and how fast an entire theme park is being built. Compared to these things,
that's
3 hotels and 5 lands in this amount of time. And the Poly Tower has been how long so far? About 2-year project.
Yeah, at least.
Now, are these lands as big as some of Disney's parks?
That's a good question. We can. I don't think
smaller.
Right.
They're smaller, right? That's what I would assume too.
Yeah, it might be
people who've gone to
Hollywood Studios or something.
Super Nintendo in the other parks, so in Tokyo or in California, the area is very small. Mind you, our Epic Universe and Tokyo are the only ones that will have the Donkey Kong ride until California gets it. But to be fair, California's park is very, very small overall, but I don't think the lands are very, very big.
Yeah, I'll see if I can try to.
Do you think they're equivalent to say Toy Story Land or something like that?
I would assume that size.
Yeah, or maybe a little. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if they're going to have larger roller coasters in some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're 15 minutes apart from each other. The current Universal in Orlando and Epic Universe. So, let's see how
that's still
big.
Possible.
Yeah, think about it. It could take you 20 minutes to get to, Animal Kingdom, depending on what resort you're at. So
exactly.
Definitely, I would definitely see a transportation loop going here from the resorts to the area, and then from park to park. Let's see how big are the lands in? Oh, come on, type correctly. These are good questions. I really like this. Get to research right here. Where's Alan, our teacher professor, when you need him?
Our researcher
professor.
I know he's professor.
And Jay probably knows these answers off the top of his head.
I'm sure.
Jay mumbles this in his sleep. Yeah, I know.
He's actually out there measuring everything.
That's what he's doing right now.
He's at Epic Universe.
He's got that wheel. Do you ever see the guys that are out there with the wheel and they're measuring stuff?
They're pushing the wheel. Yeah, with the stick.
Yeah, that's Jay. It's now this says approximately 800 acres. So the area is divided up between that amount of space. Obviously you're going to have parking and all of that, but trying to find out. I don't see anything really quickly telling me the size of the lands.
Well, I don't know.
100 acres apiece?
I was going to say, I'm probably sounding stupid right now because people outside of here are don't even talk. You don't know what you're talking about. But I'm about to say this, say they take, 300 acres for parking. that still leaves 500 left. If you split that in 5,
that's what I'm
about
thinking.
100 acres, per area.
So we're either both really like smart or stupid at the same time, Becky. But we both had the same.
I'll take it.
Yeah, right. We both had the same exact thinking. I'm trying to think about, okay, how much space do you need for parking, and the one hotel's in the park, so you'll have that, and I'm sure
I would love to stay at
that Celestial, the Helios. I'm sorry,
inside the park. I mean, come on.
Yes, it's
Disney didn't think that one through when they did that one.
No, I mean,
they should have put a couple inside the park. I mean, can you imagine?
They have in other.
Well, they do in
Disneyland,
Disneyland.
Right? Disneyland,
right?
And Paris has that beautiful hotel.
And Tokyo.
And Tokyo, right? You just open your window and you're like, boom. Or in Disneyland, California, you're like, holy cow! Look, it's the Ferris wheel. Like,
I'd love to be 5 steps from Peter Pan. I'd love it.
You're obsessed with that thing.
I love that. I love that ride.
See, they could have made the castle an actual hotel.
I could ride that ride.
People would
over and over and over.
Booked that like.
People would have paid an
hard
arm
to
and
get
a leg for that.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, they would have.
I'm still trying to see if I can get like acreage on it. I'm gonna find out. And I will get back to you guys on it. I don't know if I have enough time right now while we're live, but I want to know the size of each park. And I'm sure some of them are going to be different sizes. They're probably not going to be identical.
Right. Proportional.
And proportional. Right. So, yeah. But I mean, very exciting.
Yeah. I'm curious how because again, we've said we never went to Universal, and I'm a big Harry Potter fan, so I've always wanted to see those lands. And this one, it's based off of the Paris one, right? The Paris.
It's called Ministry of Magic.
Magic, yeah. Mm-hmm. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we'll just have to make a whole Universal trip one year and just do all the Universal.
All of it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll stay inside.
I don't know. But like if it's possible though, like you'd be like there, and then you're not going to go to like Disney at all. Like,
I know. Well, when COVID happened, that's a lot of people did that. They used their points to stay on property, but didn't go to the parks. They went to Universal, and
because it was open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
it's easier to get to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is like, everything kind of laid out in a very pretty manner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So Celestial Park, the new, like the beginning area, and then the Helios is all the way at the, I guess the back, depends on which way you're looking at it, but
see, now looking at that, so Celestial Park is what, the whole middle, right? The whole like middle, and then each of the things come off the sides of those. Is that how that works?
Well, it is its own individual park. So the Helios is the hotel. So and I don't know how far it runs from this. Yeah. I kind of see, I'm trying to figure out where it ends from this photo.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, it looks bigger.
Definitely.
And I don't know if it's just because the way we're looking at it, but the How to Train Your Dragon looks big as well. So it just might be the way this is laid out. So I'm going to have to get exact measurements of each of these. Maybe when Jay's done, he'll get back to us. But so I think as this project goes along, and maybe in a couple months we take another look at it again and see where they're at. But and I could be more prepared for that and have some better photos of like actual detailed stuff they're putting on the rides. But yeah, I think it's really cool to try to get our viewers or group members maybe interested in something they weren't. This definitely got me interested in. So
yeah, it's cool.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. But I think that, that we covered a lot tonight, right? We covered some Disney updates, and we also threw in some Universal Epic Universe. We called it round 2. Next time we'll call it round Trey. And I'm sorry last week, there was no show. I had a 2-day offsite in New Jersey, but I had to stay overnight at a seminar, a growth journey, if you will. Very good. I liked it a lot. It was done by this woman, Marion, who was very good with a company called Insights. And, before we went, we had to take a 25-question survey. And that survey put you into a tier, like a color, and of like personality. So I am bright blue, and my personality is like, give me the details. I'm a detailed oriented person. I don't want a lot of nonsense or talk going on. I just want you to get to the point. So it kind of tells you, and it was like exact about me. You know what I mean? Like when you get there, she gives you a book, and the book was made up by your survey, and the whole book is about you. And based off of that, and so that was very interesting. But that's where I was, and that's why I couldn't do a show, because after the training, then we had a dinner, and so I couldn't do a show last Wednesday. So I apologize.
No worries.
Hey, I'm back. And next week we'll figure out. I know a couple of things. We're trying to get some people on. Steve Seifert, Tiki Man, reached out to me not that long ago and said we should do another update on the Poly Tower, as well as just Polynesian stuff, and that's always fun, and also maybe another guest, a DVC related guest, but I'll wait for him to confirm, and then go from there. So if anybody watching has any show topic ideas you want us to talk about, please let us know. I would love that. I would love for the audience to pick the topic or topics. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Kim says
we could always put a poll up, maybe think of a bunch of different things and put a poll up and see what they would be most interested in hearing about.
Yeah, definitely. Kim says she's going to be off of school soon and looking forward to joining in. Miss everyone. Kim, I miss you too. I haven't seen you in a long time. Lily says, interesting show tonight. Thanks. Everyone needs a night off occasionally. I won't be watching live next week. Okay, well, Lily, that is fine. You're entitled. I mean, everybody, listen, we take nights off, right? Mm-hmm. So, but we appreciate when you do tune in, and we have a cute little outro for you here. And I hope to see everybody next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern back here in any of our social media platforms. So, hopefully you have a good rest of your evening, and thank you everybody for tuning in.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.